Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Clonation Media, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. This is episode number 33, and in this episode, we're going to be, almost dying, but not quite. We're going to save ourselves there. We're heading into the bottom of the well, and this is a creepy, creepy place. And this is supposedly like the mini dungeon before going into the Shadow Temple. And why we're doing this now is because just, well, we can. We're a kid and we're here, so we might as well do it. There's no reason for us to not be able to do it. You don't need a certain weapon in order to complete it. So there's no reason that we can't do it now. Because after we beat the Water Temple, we're going to have to come back here and do it anyway. So, trying to save ourselves some time here. I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Look for the Eye of Truth. That's what they're saying. Okay, so we're going to be looking for something that's the Eye of Truth. Now, we come through the wall here, and you just have to kind of have the presence of mind to realize that there's going to be a lot of fake walls here, and almost everything is like that. All the rooms are just through walls that should be real and aren't, and there's floors that aren't real, there's things that are in the ceiling that you can't see. It's crazy. This wall, it says something here, danger below, so we can actually fall through the floor there, so I'm not going to be doing that. Trying to avoid that. You want to go over here where you can see the crest of the royal family inscribed on the floor by this statue where the water is flowing out onto the floor. You're going to play Zelda's Lullaby, as you normally would when you see the crest of the royal family. And that's going to drain the water out of the room. And that's very important because it is restricting access to a specific area that we need to get to. There is a giant green bubble flying around this room, around the perimeter, because this room is pretty much shaped like a rectangle or a square, some sorts, and it's huge. See, it takes up pretty much the whole room, and you can't always avoid it there. But it dies just like any other green bubble. It just so happens to be freaking huge. Back at the entrance, this is where the water was, right in front of us. We can get some bombs here in the chest, and that's going to be kind of a clue that we're going to be needing to use bombs. But I don't think we actually have to use them. I think most of it is optional. Anyway, if we crawl through the hole there, there's a spider that comes down out of the ceiling. So we're going to stun him with our boomerang and get a jump slash in, and that's going to send Mr. Skulltula packing. We can climb up the vines, and we're going to be entering through the door straight ahead of us, and we're going to be locked in, and there's all kinds of creepy hands sticking out of the ground here. So this is actually a mini boss fight, and what you need to do is go get yourself caught by one of them to make him appear. Then you're going to want to tap a bunch of buttons and turn the control stick a bunch of different ways in order to break free. Here's the boss. Dead hand. Watch out for its infinite hands. Aim for its head. This is a very easy boss as he doesn't really hit you so much, and he's super slow moving. The problem becomes that his hands will hold you in place for him to attack you. So you just want to draw him in, and then when he lowers his head, you're just going to beat the crap out of it. Slice it, and slice it some more. It's kind of difficult to stay out of the reach of these hands because they're very long, and there's 4 of them in each corner of the room. As you can see, you don't have a lot of room to jump around, but you also don't have a lot to worry about with this guy. He can't do a whole lot of damage to you. And the reason that this boss battle is kind of annoying is because it can be kind of long with the Kokiri sword. I recommend trying to get jump slashes in where possible. And we will have to fight him again as an adult, but it'll go by so much faster because we'll have the Master Sword. So once he disappears back into the ground, you will need to get captured by a hand again to make him appear. And I'm going to charge up a charge slash there, and a lot of times you can hit him twice, like what I did right there, because it'll be enough for the damage to subside in the game to bring him back to normal state, and then your slash is still going, so you can hit him twice. Run back to the center of the room. After he comes back up again, we'll charge up yet again and see if we can hit him twice. Nope, only once that time, but that's all he needed. He's actually close to dying here. And I don't know how that hit me. That's ridiculous. Using the boomerang and bombs and stuff are pretty much useless in this battle, so don't even bother. Don't waste your time. As you can see, it does absolutely nothing. It doesn't stun him or anything. And yeah, bombs don't do anything either. It just makes him put his head back up. And there we go. After he dies, his hands disappear, and the door will unlock, and a chest containing the dungeon item will appear in the center of the room. And oh man, that dead hand is creepy. Creepy. And obviously, as we've been talking about it, and the spirits have been talking about it, we're going to be receiving the Eye of Truth, right? The Lens of Truth is actually the real name of it. And this will allow us to see all the hidden things, especially in the Shadow Temple and in the bottom of the well here. It allows you to see hidden treasure chests, see through hidden walls, or, well, I guess not hidden walls, but fake walls, fake ceilings, fake floors, and even enemies that are invisible to the naked eye. So we're going to be using that to get through the rest of this dungeon. There's not a whole lot else that we have to do. And in fact, you can leave this dungeon right now after getting this item. You don't need to do anything else here. This is the only thing that you need that's in here in order to complete the game. But I'm going to be going through the rest of it in order to show you what else is here, because there are some golden skulltulas and some other items and treasure chests as well that we're going to be looking into. So that's that. Now that we have our Lens of Truth, we will be able to get through pretty much all these fake walls that are everywhere. First step is to use a bomb to blow up the ground here, that pile of whatever it was. And there's a treasure chest down here, and we're going to get the bomb chews. We haven't actually gotten bomb chews yet. You can get them at the bomb chew bowling alley in, I was gonna say Clocktown, but that's Majora's Mask. Hyrule Castletown, I haven't done that, but we will actually have to use bomb chews at some point. I think it's in the Spirit Temple. And bomb chews are cool because they're pretty much mobile bombs. You use them and you set them down, and they can climb up walls, and they kind of go all over the place until they explode, which is cool because a lot of times your bombs can't reach all the areas that you want them to. Anyway, there's a secret little room right here through the wall that has a chest with a small key. So we're going to be getting that. That's a fake wall right there, but we don't actually want to go that way. That door is locked anyway, and not with the secret key. Not with a small key. It's just has bars on it. Anyway, as you can see, the floor is not a floor here, so if you come in the other way, you will just fall right through to the bottom, which is pretty much a dead end. And inside this treasure chest is the compass, so now we'll know where all the treasure chests are in here. I don't know if I'm going to be getting all of them. We'll see how it goes, but they're not all very important items. I'm just going to show you the basics here. Okay, so keeping the Lens of Truth on obviously will drain your magic power, and I don't think I mentioned that, but that's also a perk to having a larger magic meter, so you're going to want to make sure that you do have that. We're going to open this treasure chest here, and we get a recovery heart, which actually kind of sort of needed, but I wasn't in jeopardy of losing my life or anything like that. We'll go through this door here, up where the vines were, and we get a new enemy, and it's going to be a Gibdo, and they're very much so like the Re-Deads, as in they scream at you, and their gaze will freeze you, and then they'll try to eat you. And they're pretty much like the Re-Deads, except they're mummies instead of zombies. Gibdo, his gaze will paralyze you. If it bites you, tap any button to escape. And as a kid, they kind of take a lot of shots in order to kill. As an adult, however, you can kill them in just a few hits. And yeah, they don't come back to life, so that's pretty awesome. Now, we have all these torches in here that need to be lit, so I suggest using Din's Fire to stand in the center where the lit torch is. And you can use Dooku sticks if you want, but Din's Fire is a quicker method. What does that do? Well, it opens up these coffins, and some of them have enemies like Keese, and others have items that we need. One of these in this room has a small key, so we're going to be looking for that. I do recommend that you kill these Keese as soon as you possibly can, because they will fly into the torches and become fire Keese, and they can burn through your shield if you have the Dooku shield up like what I do. So I kind of don't want that to happen. I don't think there's anything in here, so the ones that we're going to be looking for are on this side. So again, we're going to go to the center, and we're going to ignite all the torches. This time there's going to be 3 of them with Din's Fire. And I think one of them has a Keese, one of them has a Gibdo, and the other has a small key. There's the Keese. And it doesn't actually show the Gibdo, but all of a sudden you just randomly hear it, and then he kind of like appears out of nowhere. But, oh, there he is. I just saw him come out of the casket on the left there. Okay, so that didn't take very long for the keys to turn into a fire keys. I recommend switching to the Hylian shield here, because if they do touch you with fire on them, you will lose your shield, and that kind of sucks. I mean, you don't need that shield, but still. And there's more keys over here than I thought there were. I thought there was only 2. What the hell? Okay, so we killed all the keys. Now we just gotta deal with this Gibdo. And they're not that difficult. As long as you can stay behind them, they can't hurt you. The problem is that your sword just isn't powerful enough. It takes too many hits to kill these things. And there he goes. We get a nice big magic jar for killing him, so that'll replenish everything that we've lost. And we can jump in and get what we were actually looking for in this room, and that is the small key. So now we have 2 small keys, and we haven't actually seen any locked doors yet. Anyway, there's nothing else in this room for you. There's a recovery heart in this coffin right there. If you need hearts, feel free to partake in that, but nothing to be seen with the lens of truth or anything like that. So, we're going to climb back up these vines here from where we came from, and we can continue maneuvering our way around this square type room. There's the green bubble, and I just avoid it because it's kind of pointless. If you go through any of these doors, then it'll just be back again. Be careful of the floor there. Obviously, there's a big hole. Well, I guess a big part of it is just a fake floor, so don't just fall down there. That kind of sucks. And there's just a small chest under all the rubbish that's there. And it's Dooku Nuts. So if you use Dooku Nuts, that's actually useful. I personally don't use a lot of Dooku Nuts, so it doesn't mean a whole lot to me. And I forgot about that freaking Skulltula. If you knock me through the floor, I'm going to come back and kill you. Thankfully, that was not the case. Your life has been spared. So there's a room to the right there, and it's a center room that we haven't been into yet. Although we did open one of the treasure chests, but we came in like the back way. And, oh, get away from me, green bubble. You can never get away from him. Oh well. This is what I was looking for here. It's another room, another little secret room with a small key. So now we have all the small keys in this dungeon, and we can open all of the locked doors. Oh, watch out for the like there. He will eat you and eat all of your belongings. Anyway, I'm going to stop here, guys. In the next episode, we'll finish off getting all the Skulltulas and items that are in this dungeon, which shouldn't take too long. And we'll move on. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for episode number 34. Game on!